So where do we go now? The campaign, despite our best efforts to, I was very committed to not going into debt in the campaign, and yet to using all the resources that we had. We did get a lot of money right at the end, and we didn't get it all spent. So I'm not sure exactly how much money we're going to have left, but we are going to have some assets, some real money, if there is such a thing, assets left in the campaign. But we also have some political capital that we have today. All of us, we Texans, have some political capital today that we didn't have 13 months ago. And in part, that's due to work that I did, but in much larger part, it's due to work that you did and people like you did all over the state of Texas. So I think the real question is, how do we continue to invest that capital so that it draws dividends and that it accomplishes victory for us in some of these battles that we're fighting. I am working with some legal counsel right now to figure out the sorts of entities that we might have. I will probably keep the Debra Medina campaign as an entity, and probably transfer some of those resources to another entity because I'm very limited in what I can do with the campaign dollars. I'm very interested in affecting the things that we've been championing for 13 months here in Texas, principally the restoration of private property ownership through the elimination of the property tax and the harnessing of eminent domain abuse in the state of Texas. And then the second, I think, thrust has to be the sovereignty fight and determining where to engage that battle. Certainly it seems today that the most imminent crisis facing us there is on the healthcare front, and that's right up my alley as a practicing registered nurse. So those two areas, I think, are the ones that we want to focus on. And we have drafted a letter. I expect that it will be going in the U.S. Postal Service tomorrow or the next day, that will be sent to every state representative candidate in Texas who has secured their party's nomination, and in those districts where there's a runoff, to both of those individuals on both sides of the aisle, and to all incumbent senators and to all senatorial candidates in Texas. Texas legislators, not U.S. Congress, to talk to them about our desire to participate in advancing those goals and to solicit their interest in working with us or allowing us to help them in that regard. And as we identify those members that are interested and that may be able to help, then we'll certainly be communicating that to everyone that's made contact with our campaign to engage you and get you involved in that.